Have you seen the trivia questions on Queensland's Bruce Highway? Designed to help keep you awake. Join the Chappies on the highway today. They'd love to have you come along. Stay watching to find out about what Dickabram is all about. Today we are reminded about the importance of connecting and staying connected to God for peace, assurance, and hope in this troubled world.
Hi everyone, I'm Chappie Chris.
And I'm Chappie Peter. Welcome to our latest word of encouragement.
We love discovering new and fascinating places and sharing what God shows us in connection with these to help us all spiritually.
One such place is situated 40 kilometres north of Gympie, just 200 kilometres north of
The
Brisbane.
historic Dickabram Bridge is one of only 2 rail and road bridges of its type in Australia and the oldest bridge in Queensland.
It's 140 years old and stands 23 metres above the Mary River with a length of just over 200 metres, connecting the small townships of Miva and Theebine.
It is thought that the Dickabram Bridge got its name from 2 local settlers, one character called Dick and another with a good old Bible name, Abraham.
There's often a fascinating facet to every story, and there's one in this too, Christine. Apparently, there were 3 deaths among the workforce during the construction of the bridge.
2 graves very close to the bridge are thought to have been for construction workers. No one is sure what happened to them.
The 3rd death, however, is thought to be that of a workman who disappeared while wheeling a concrete-filled barrow to fill one of the 4 steel cylinder end supporting posts, Christine.
It is assumed the unfortunate worker wheeled his barrow too close to the edge and that he and the barrow fell in.
Easy enough to do, Christine. Anyway, not realising the fate of their co-worker, others apparently continued filling the cylinder, thereby sealing the fate of the unfortunate worker.
Very sad, Peter.
Yes, and apparently locals fishing near the bridge on cold winter nights talk of hearing tapping and a voice moaning in the very same cylinder.
Sounds eerie, Peter. One amusing thing though, look how much the bridge cost to build. £14,082, 18 shillings and threepence.
So important is the threepence, Christine. Thinking about the Dickabram Bridge reminds us of an important concept.
The term connectivity comes to mind. Imagine being robbed late at night. What is it you and I might fear losing the most? Your purse or wallet? Cash and credit cards? Car keys? Mobile phone?
Ah, yes, now you're getting close to something dear to many of us.
Probably our biggest loss, apart from losing a loved one or friend, would be the loss of connectivity.
The phone's multiple purposes have surely made us very dependent on them.
That's true. It seems that way, Peter. We were originally created for connectivity to someone beyond ourselves, and we don't need phones for it.
Well, that's a comfort. And in Genesis in the Bible, we learn that God connected with Adam and Eve in the evenings before what is called the fall, which, brought about by disobedience, broke the intimate connection God had with his creation.
Such a shame, Peter, when these 2 people had it so good in a fabulous place, being connected with the creator of the universe.
Before phones too, Christine. Many of us know how it feels when relationships are broken and the connection is lost.
Adam and Eve being disconnected from the source of life and light reminds us of the vine we read about in John's Gospel. They were like branches cut from the source of life.
Happily, God shows amazing grace, desiring above all else to be reunited and reconnected with us.
That's such a comfort, Peter. Yes, we know that God's rescue plan to enable folks to personally be connected happened that first Easter.
And happily, we do not need a mobile phone to be reconnected for the greatest connection ever.
Merely a contrite spirit and willingness to turn from our own ways and choosing to follow and reconnect with God through Jesus.
This is awesome. This transcends anything we humans on Earth can do in technological advances, modern philosophy, and futile attempts to reach God and be connected through other means than faith.
True, Peter, faith in Jesus provides the way back to God, bridging the gap of separation in our relationship.
A restored connection gives us what we could call the hotline, Christine.
And of course, Peter, it's good to get on the line and connect with God as a first port of call, not just a last resort.
That's what we do often, isn't it? True, and remember this connection is free as Jesus paid it all in his last hours on this earth.
The challenging question for each of us, Peter, is have we made the initial call, the one that God eagerly awaits to hear from us, desiring to reconnect by faith?
And choosing to live life his way as our Creator intended, constantly connected.
May you be blessed as you reconnect and daily connect to the source of life, hope and peace.
And now a prayer. Lord, I need to connect with you so that through you might flow forgiveness, a restored relationship, contentment, direction, peace and hope. Thank you for your amazing grace that makes this possible. Amen.
Well, it's been good to connect with our online friends this week. We look forward to connecting with you through more words of encouragement throughout the months ahead.
And feel free to connect with us in the comments or send us a message. That would be really nice.
Yes, it would, Peter. So until next time, stay connected.
And that's all for now. Stay online for our usual on a lighter note, following a short time of reflection.
Bye.
Questions for reflection. Have you connected with your Maker lately? What positives can you see in having this connection? What has broken the divine connection for you personally, and how have you been able to reconnect? How can you stay connected and keep the connection open? Rosie, one of the Chappies' furry friends, was given some treats. She actually buried these near the edge of the cement, but has forgotten, and is in effect burying nothing and merely risking gravel rash on her nose. She is, however, an example to us in putting away something for another day, presumably for a rainy one. A sign at a business to encourage customers to be individuals. Sometimes I pretend to be normal, but it gets boring. So I go back to being me. Trick question. Which wheelbarrows are bigger, the top row or the bottom? This had Chappie Pete thinking for ever so long. Of course you know the answer. If not, sure, nip into Bunnings and buy a pair to compare. That's all for now. Many blessings. We will talk again soon.